Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, I am a South African. Being a South African, my understanding is that South Africa is a free country. It's a democratic country. Being a free democratic country means in South Africa, we have freedom of speech. In South Africa, we have freedom of opinion. In South Africa, we have freedom of belief. I can believe in whatever. And family, we don't have to allow anything, to divide us as one nation. We are one. And as individuals belonging to this nation, South Africa, there is no way we can think the same. As individuals belonging to this one nation, South Africa, there is no way we can understand things the same way. There is no way we can believe in things the same way. Definitely, we are going to be different. Definitely, we are going to differ. We shall differ in opinion. We shall differ in belief. We shall differ in understanding, differ in saying things. Since I started uploading videos on the Senzo Meyiwa Trial, there's a lot that one reads from the comments. South Africans, some of you are very angry. You are very angry. Guys, our main purpose is to see justice in this. All of us, as long as you are a South African. And I'm saying this, I'm aware that there are other people from other countries who are also, behind us. They support us. These people from other countries who are also saying we want to see justice for Senzo Meyiwa. If there's one thing that has to unite us more, is this death of Senzo Meyiwa, rather than dividing us. If I differ, or if we differ in opinion, it doesn't mean we are enemies. If we differ in opinion, or if we differ in the way we understand things, or if we differ in the way we explain things, family, that does not necessarily mean we are enemies. We mustn't allow such things, to divide us. We don't have to become enemies for us to agree. We don't have to. Going through the comments, some of you, they will tell you that you thinking nonsense, you doing, all those vulgar words they are using, just because me and you are not agreeing on the same thing. That does not mean you are that bad or I am that bad for you to say anything about me or me to say anything about you. So, okay, let me come back to the Senzo Meyiwa trial. This case is very difficult. It's a very difficult case and it has been going on for a very long time. We are almost in the 10th year now. Where this case, the court is busy with this case. And family, I want to divide people into 3 groups when it comes to this Senzo Meyiwa trial. There are 3 groups of people here. There are people who think they know who the killer is. And they don't have facts. They don't have facts. They are still speculating. but you cannot move them from their belief. They already know who is the killer. Group number 2 are those people, ba e leng gore, they are listening to the court. They are following what the court is doing, you know. And if you can look at the two, or maybe let me continue by saying they are following what the court is saying. And when you follow what the court is saying, you end up learning more from the court. So that's group number 2. There's the third group. That is, how can I explain them? You know, they are nowhere. Neither think they know who's the killer, or it's like they care less when they don't. They are this third group. They know that Senzo Meyiwa has been murdered. They know there is court hearings that are continuing. They know that the people who killed Senzo Meyiwa, the court is still trying to prove who are those people. Mara, they don't believe in any of that. They don't follow. They don't follow any of that. They just listen when people talk. So they don't keep track of what is happening. So it's 3 groups here. The first group is that group that says we know the killer and no one is going to move from that. The second group is the group that says let justice prevail. Let the truth prevail. Let's give court a chance, you know, to investigate and do whatever until the right people are behind bars. Then the third one are those who are saying, Rena, you can tell us anything. Akuna taba. We know that this person was murdered. We know, but it's none of any of the important thing in our lives. So guys, and it's the right of the people who are saying, I know who the killer is. It's your right to say that. If you know the killer, then it's fine. Unfortunately, the court is not it's not following your procedures, unfortunately. So the court will do their own, because at the same time, there is law that abides these people. There is law that that binds. They are bound by the law of this country. So it doesn't matter that there are people who can manipulate the law as they wish. It doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say is that court, the court that we are watching every day, those people are bound by the law. And not only South African law. Like I'm saying, people from other countries, governments from other countries are following this case. So then let me come back to those who are saying we know the killer. In most cases, what I have seen is that people who are saying they know the killer, they are the ones who always they lash, on other people. They say words that they are angry. They show anger whenever they comment. Let's not do that. Let's not do that, because each and every one of us, we have the right to comment. We have the right to see things as we see them. And all of us, our intention, all of us, our wish is to see justice prevailing. For now, we don't know. Personally, I don't know the killer. Personally, I don't know the killer. I may assume, according to the way we are being told, I may assume that so and so is the killer, but I do not know who the killer is. So hence, I am listening to whatever is happening. And as a YouTuber, for an example, whatever I am reporting here, sometimes I am reporting things that I don't believe in. So I'm just reporting as is. I watch a Senzo Meyiwa court hearing or maybe proceeding, and then after I've listened to that proceeding, I come to my YouTube, I present that to you. Somewhere, yes, I'll have an foresight when I'm able to see, ahead what's going to happen. Then maybe I will say to my family here and say, you know what, I foresee 1, 2, 3 after this is going to happen. For example, one or two of my last videos, I spoke about Advocate Mngomezulu. I've got nothing against Advocate Mngomezulu. But I'm saying to you, when Advocate Baloyi introduced his submission of requesting Sergeant Mohani to bring the AVL, the tracking record, I'm telling you guys, I was happy. And I expected to see Advocate Mngomezulu as happy as I was. But instead, I saw frustration. I'm sure you all saw that. Normally on my videos, I will show you a clip to prove what I am talking about. So I could see that Advocate Mngomezulu was not happy about that. He looked very stressed. Even on Friday, when they say Advocate Mngomezulu is not well, as a human, as a person, to me, I just said, this is too much for this man. This is too heavy. This is too much, to be honest. Because to represent people that you do not know, to represent people who do not give you things as they happened, I am telling you, you'll end up appearing in front of the people as if you are incompetent. And Advocate Mngomezulu is a good lawyer. But the way it is now, it's like he's incompetent when he is not. Just because I'm a person as well. I'm human. When he looked stressed when Advocate Baloyi was saying they're bringing a tracking record. For me, it was like, maybe already he knows that this person was never tortured. Because if this person was tortured, indeed, if he was tortured, guys, I don't know how much power does Advocate Baloyi has to change everything. Because whatever evidence they bring, there are people who will say they have changed it. South Africa can cook anything. Yeah, that's the term they like using. South Africa can cook anything. As long as you want. Guys. Baloyi, I'm sure AMC ports Baloyi already, they've bent down. They don't have the bottom. Wabana bottom ya AMC, it's so thick. Mara, the way this man has been cooking since the beginning of, kinda in the whole 10 years. No, the pizza I'm telling you. So now we no longer have courts in South Africa. Yeah? So I'm not for the 5 accused. I'm not for the state. I'm in the middle. I'm one of those that say re tla bona hore go fella kae. So whenever I report, if you can check my videos, in most cases I don't take sides. I try by all means to be neutral, Because I'm aware, family, that in this family, there are those who are for, there are those who are against. So I'm trying to say, as you give your comments, let's respect one another. We are in a free country. We are free to say whatever that we want. So let's respect each other. Then we'll enjoy this journey together. Then we'll end up seeing, the results that we are all aiming to see. We all want to see the killer going behind bars. So there's no killer among me and you, especially these people, the people who are on my channel here. So if we are not killers, why are we fighting each other? Why? Why am I to be called a stupid? Am I to be called kind of the other thing? The analysts nazo. Why the anger? Let's educate one another. Let's educate one another so that at the end, when this case is done, then we have learned a lot from it. Then at the end, we can rejoice for the results. Because at the end, whether the people who have done this 5 accused, or the person who has done it is outside, guys, at the end, we want to see justice for Senzo. We want to see Senzo's mom getting closure. I think that's the purpose of the whole thing. Hence, we're reporting on this, we're discussing on this on a daily basis. So my plea to all of you is that let's respect one another. Let's put anger aside and then look at the case. Look at the facts. Like now I was saying, to be honest, this 5 accused, for me, if indeed they know nothing about this, I'm going to focus on Ntanzi only. Ntanzi said on that day he was not at work. Fine, I agree with those who are saying, when can you remember a thing that happened 10 years ago? No, I can't. It's not going to be easy for me to remember a thing that happened 10 years ago. But in a case, Ntanzi said he was at work. When they find out that he wasn't at work on that time, no offense. He's human. He has forgotten. But immediately said he was in KwaZulu-Natal. Now he remembers he was in KwaZulu-Natal because there was a party on that particular day. So, wabana, if there was umcimbi on that day, then Ntanzi must come with big evidence, because umcimbi, you can't attend umcimbi only one. There are a lot of people who were there. Some are saying, I'm not sure if this is the truth, but they are saying on that day he was paying lobola or whatever. Then there is evidence enough to bring to this court. The issue of bank statement has failed. Having failed, there are those who believe that Baloyi has manipulated the statement. Then I'm saying, Ntanzi was arrested in 2020. Yeah. He was arrested in 2020. And this happened in 2014. And when Advocate Ramusepili advocate, who is it? Attorney Ramusepili. When Attorney Ramusepili are stupid, why do I say attorney when he's advocate when he's an attorney? Lousy things. Lousy. Do we really have to argue with that? Yeah? So, okay, let me call him correctly. Attorney Ramusepili. Attorney Ramusepili said, in terms of the statement, that because they manipulated the bank statement And for them to get accountant to come and fix that, it's a lot of money. I agree. And obviously, Ntanzi won't have that money. And another thing that Advocate Ramusipili indicated was that on when Ntanzi went to KwaZulu-Natal for that umcimbi, he borrowed money. He made a loan from the bank. Now I'm saying if he made a loan from the bank during that 2014, there must be evidence that he was paying back the money for that loan. And when you pay, either every month you get statement on your phones, or every month you get a statement in paperwork form. And then those are some of the things that he can bring as evidence to this court. And we are watching as South Africa. If it's such evidence, there is no way Baloyi can be able to manipulate a statement that is already inside the drawer Yantanzi. There is no way. He can manipulate what is at Capitec, but he can't manipulate what was already given to me. So that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have those powers. He's not God to start with. So I'm saying let's not fight. South Africans, let's not fight. Let us not fight. We all want to see justice. That's what I wanted to say. And I don't want this video to be too long. Let me stop here and saying, please, let's respect one another. If you feel you are still very angry, don't put vulgar words here. Don't respond. If you're too angry, just keep quiet. Don't respond. You're losing nothing. Until you need to breathe in until you feel that you are now relaxed. Then you can come and join the group, and then we discuss in peace. Family, thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video to this point. And please do not forget to like it before you leave, and subscribe if you haven't. I love you so much. Let's grow. Let's continue to grow this family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye. See you on my next upload.